Hello ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, what is this? Önce bir Türkçe açıklama yapayım. Ben orman kaçkını aman. Kero şero. Saçım böyle, yarın berbere gidip kestireceğim. Covid'den dolayı yapmıyorum bunu. Bana odaklanmayın, arkadaki tabloya odaklanın çok korkuyorsanız. Korkuyorsanız da hak veriyorum. Hani Brad Pitt olmayacağım saçımı kestirince de bundan yani bakılabilecek bir yüzüm olacak. Bugün boş kalmasın dedim, her gün video atmak istiyorum. Böyle bir video atayım dedim size. In this video, I'm going to be primarily just speaking English, which I feel I should do, because last time I ever practiced English consistently every single day was back in 2017, where I had a YouTube channel in English, and it was the summer of 2017, and throughout the entire summer I uploaded about 100 videos on that channel. And when I go back and look at those videos, I feel my English is much better. My pronunciation maybe not so much, but the fluency I had and the ability to say whatever I wanted to say without having much trouble, yeah, man, I want that again. I want that again, to keep it as a secret weapon that I might use someday. Because right now, as you can see, let's not be too humble here. My English is pretty good. I'd say I'd survive anywhere you put me. Put me in Australia, put me in England, America, whatever country that speaks English, even Uganda, man, I'll find a way to survive. Well, that was a little Russian rather than Uganda, but you get the point. I'm set for life. As long as I don't completely stop exposing myself to English, I'm set for life. I can say anything I want to say. I'm good with English. Not so much with French and the newest language I'm learning, Japanese, but with English, I'm set for life, like I said. Because even though I don't practice speaking too much, I can still do this much. Which, yeah, I haven't tested myself like this in a while as well. So this is quite nice to find out that I'm not completely, well, my speaking isn't completely gone. But yeah, I'm definitely having a lot of trouble, way more than I would want, way more than I'm comfortable with when I'm trying to form the next sentence, because my brain isn't reaching the speed of my mouth, basically. Yeah, I gotta just stop and think about what I'm saying, think about my next words, and in order to express myself how I want to express myself. Back in 2017, when I did that every single day, consistently, diligently, yeah, in general, I was just a lot better at it. But that's a given, right? I want to get back to that because my dream, ladies and gentlemen, is to become a professional wrestler. Now, being Turkish has no bearing on that. It's not a roadblock. You can be a professional wrestler if you want to be Turkish. But if you live in Turkey and if you want to become a professional wrestler, now that's about one of the stupidest things you could ever dream of, really. But that's what I did. I dreamt of it. That was my dream, like I said just now. And that's the only thing that I really dream of. Only thing that really captivated me. The only thing that I for real wanted to go after. And that's why in 2019, I changed my entire life. I almost changed the person I was. Every single negative I had, I turned that into a positive. I was lazy, no longer. I became hardworking. You know, I was scared of certain stuff like needles, and it would, like my mother or my father would have to force me, or something, it would have to be something mandatory for me to ever get a needle. What ended up happening in 2019 was I was so passionate. I really wanted to go after my dream. I remember going to the hospital and, well, what is it? Not donating blood, but giving my blood, basically. Like, had you asked me to do that in 2018, just a year ago, I wouldn't do it. For whatever reason, I don't care. I wouldn't do it. I'm scared of it. There's no need for it. Thank you. Goodbye. That would be my response. But no, man, I got my blood taken. I went to the gym every single day. I have not missed gym once. Even when I was sick, I worked around it. Even when I had finals, I worked around it and busted my ass in the gym. Got from 55 kilograms to 70 kilograms. Yeah, that's how much that dream meant to me. And with COVID, with all the things I've learned, and with me learning how impossible it is, it seems almost impossible, for me anyways, to become a professional wrestler, that fire, I gotta be honest, has died down a little, but it's still there. And whenever something about professional wrestling happens, whenever something that would get me closer to that dream happens, whenever I see an opportunity like that, that fire again just goes crazy, lights up, and that's when I'm at my happiest. Because in 2019, I was the best version of myself ever. Even though it was stressful as hell. My eye would twitch because of the stress. It would just twitch randomly, like at random hours of the day. That has never happened to me in my entire life. I was putting myself under so much pressure. So much pressure. At one point, I remember laying on the bed. I got off a phone call that was very stressful. And I closed the phone call. And you know, in Hollywood movies, they would go to their hair, they rip it out and all that. I nearly did the same thing. My hands went here. And I really was going for it, you know. I didn't care anymore. I gave no... I don't want to get demonetized. And yeah. Even though I never had the chance to sit down that year, even though I was under extreme stress and pressure, it was still the best year of my life and the year that I will never ever forget. Because in that year, I actually, for the first time ever, chased after a dream. Chased after a dream. I learned that I could be hardworking. I learned that if I truly wanted something, that the only person that could really stop me is me. I've learned so much. I've become a better person for going through that year and doing all the things that I did. So yeah, what was I saying? I got a little emotional. But yeah, that's how much wrestling means to me. And if you want to be a professional wrestler, and more specifically, and more importantly, if you want to be successful in professional wrestling, you got to learn how to talk. You got to know how to talk, and more importantly, you got to learn how to make people listen to you when you talk. You got to be able to cut important promos, good promos, promos that will get people's attention, and promos that will make people buy whatever show you're on. Promos that will sell tickets, that will sell memberships. That's what you need to do. And you can't do that without knowing how to speak fluently, without knowing how to speak properly. That's the fundamentals. That's just the first part. If you fail at that, if your fundamentals aren't strong, how are you going to succeed at anything else? So that's why I want to keep practicing my English like I did back in 2017. I'll find a way. I mean, I'm still listening to music, podcast, and I'm watching YouTube videos for 5 hours pretty much every single day. That has been a huge help for my accent and for my vocabulary. I definitely 100% suggest you do the same. I mean, if you're understanding everything I'm saying right now, you probably are doing that, because anybody that I know that can speak good English does that, man. Listens to podcasts, watches videos on YouTube, plays video games. None of them learned English from school. Now, you can learn English from school, but not all of it, some of it. Even if you go to a special language course, you still have to bust your ass and put in the effort yourself if you want to really learn how to speak a language. That's just it. You can't just pay money to someone and magically expect to speak English. If that's your attitude, you can go to America, live there for 10 years, and you will still never learn how to speak English. Did you just hear my voice crack right there? That's me. That means I'm serious. And the more tired I get, the worse my English gets. But I don't care, man. I don't care. I want to be good, real fluent at speaking English. I want to captivate people by the way I speak. I want people to listen to me, and I want to sell tickets. I want to be a successful professional wrestler. If possible, the best one on planet Earth. I'm already the best in Turkey. That is not much of an accomplishment, because I'm also the only person ever in history of the entire country, to go abroad and get whatever the word you got to use for that, get proper professional wrestling training. And if someone from England or somebody who knows English is watching this video, and you're wondering which school I went to, it doesn't matter if you're English or not, by the way, who cares? Just if you're wondering what school I went to West Side Extreme Wrestling, which is WXW. Totally recommended. Totally recommended. Hard. Okay. Totally recommended because totally recommend it. I shouldn't stress on the T. I would totally recommend WXW because it's basically, I use basically a lot, by the way. I just noticed that, so I should do something about it. That's basically a word so that I can fall back on when I'm trying to formulate the next sentence. So yeah, with more practice, that my basically tick will go away as well. Whew. Okay, so what was I saying? WXW, West Side Extreme Wrestling, best wrestling school in all of Europe, bar none, especially right now. And when COVID is over, or it's gone, it's no longer a roadblock for me, I will definitely go back there and learn as much as possible. And I plan to go to Canada or the Netherlands for master's degree in whatever subject, whatever department, doesn't matter. And I want to continue learning about professional wrestling there, training for professional wrestling there. If I could do that, actually, that's the best chance I got at accomplishing something in professional wrestling. Or even getting into it. Even just getting one foot in the door. Because me sitting in here in Turkey, I could do a lot to get myself prepared for professional wrestling. Even that's difficult, but I could do it. You know, there are possibilities, opportunities for me. But for professional wrestling, it's like the Sahara Desert. There are no opportunities in here. You can't even make your opportunities. There's nothing here. You know, to build a fire, you need wood or something that will burn. And in Turkey, there is nothing that we can burn right now for professional wrestling. Why did I go so poetic? I don't know. I've been talking very loudly. I've been breathing out a lot of oxygen. My brain is getting mushy right now. So I think this is a good time to stop. Yeah. I don't know why I did this video, but it was fun, especially talking about, you know, my dream. I always love to do it. It gets me emotional because, you know, like I said, it's my dream, man. The one thing that makes me smile, really, really smile, the one thing that genuinely makes me happy. As stupid as it is, I wish, like I said, I wanted to be a great technician. I wish I wanted to be a great car driver. I don't know, a teacher, anything besides professional wrestling. But I want one of the toughest things for me. Both because of my geographical situation, because of my physical situation, because of my mental situation. Pro wrestling, yeah, it's stupid. But then again, I look at professional wrestling and I look at the people in it, and I don't mean offense to anybody. But come on now. Everybody in professional wrestling is a little stupid. Everybody in professional wrestling is a little out there, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'll go to the barber next day and I'll look more like a person, a human being, hopefully. But that's all. That's all I want to say. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Let me know if you want me to do something else in this format where I speak English. I could do the same video again some other time. Or I could do something else while I'm speaking English. Or you could also let me know if you're not interested. You could let me know if this sucked. And you can tell me not to do it again. That's fine as well. Just tell me. Just let me know down in the comment section. And yeah, have a nice day.